Hey everybody, welcome back and thank you for joining me. Now the supplies and the equipment are listed in the description box below, and most of them have links so you can possibly find these on Amazon or their site itself. Now here I'm using the Marabu inks this whole video, and I'm just putting a drop down at the bottom and taking my airbrush and blowing along a blade of grass or leaf, and just kind of make this a field of flowers is what we're going for. And the reason I like the Marabus is they do this really well. The other ones don't, they spread out more and they don't do this particular look, but the Marabus are great for this. So I have started using them again once I discovered this. So I hope y'all check those out. They're pretty cool. Now during this video, I will have some real-time parts of it where I'm actually showing you how to do the step that I'm working on. But once you get a few seconds of real time, I'm going to speed it up. And so I'm not really painting that fast, but I have marked the video to let you know the sections that are sped up, so you know you don't have to keep up with that speed. But I do want you to see the real speed. That's a big thing I'm learning, is the speed at which you're blowing your ink around. And so that I've gotten real time, but after a few leaves or flowers, I have sped everything up. Now here I'm wanting to make some really long ones. So what I'm doing, instead of putting a big 2 or 3 drops at the very bottom, I'm actually making a line that I will blow with that line and make the longer stem. So I'm putting more ink down, but I'm not putting it in a circle. I'm making it in a line. So you can see here, I've got the line going in the direction I want to go, and that allows me to get more ink so I can get taller stems here for the flowers. Now here I am wanting to show you the difference from the Ranger, Pinata, and Marabu. And I think I'm going to do a video on this because they act so differently, the Marabu from the Ranger and Pinata. So here's the Ranger. I put a drop down. These are only 1 drops each. So I put 1 drop down. You can see how it spreads. I'm not sure why it didn't do a full circle, but sometimes it does that. And then the Piña's in the middle and the Marabu is on the right. And you can see how it just stayed really concentrated and little. So that makes it easier to play with. And so I'm taking that, I'm going to make the little flowers so they're not going to spread out and be real big. And that's kind of what I'm wanting this in this picture. So that's when I decided this picture was all Marabus. And on here, I put the drop down and I take my little stylist or a dot tool, I've heard it called, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm playing, so I start making dots. Dots are happy. So I started doing that around the flowers. I end up probably doing that, I think, on all of them. Some of them I do little swirlies and things like that. So there's all kinds of fun stuff. And you can take these dot tools and make your drops the size you want them. So you can make them actually bigger or different shapes. And I use those a lot in when I do leaves and things like that to kind of put my shape in. I don't know if y'all can hear my cat. He is purring so loud. As I was videoing this, I must have been making a reference to these leaves because for some reason I'm showing you all about them. Now here I'm taking a fine point Sharpie, and you can use any color. You can use white Posca pens, but I'm using this Sharpie now, and I'm just kind of doodling my flowers. I'm going outside the lines and making petals and squigglies and just a lot of fun stuff. And this is where you can really play, and it's going to look good because obviously it's abstract, and anything goes in abstract, right? So just kind of kick back and have fun with this part. I know I got lost in it, and it's a lot of fun and to create your own little garden. I've had a lot of fun doing this picture, and I hope you do too if you give it a try. So I appreciate you joining me, and y'all go have fun.